Israeli and Palestinian teams heading to Washington for the first direct talks in 3 years. This after Israel sprung those Palestinian prisoners. Opinion is divided in Israel.
It's a good development. I believe that it's the time to give it a chance and to try it again. I hope things are going to happen this time as we wish they would.
Terrible decision. I don't think it's not going to bring any good to the Israeli nation.
Well, senior White House Foreign Affairs correspondent Wendell Goler now joins us live from the State Department. Wendell, what cleared the way for these talks?
Well, Patty Ann, the final hurdle was cleared last night when the Israeli cabinet voted 13-7 to free about 100 Palestinian prisoners with blood on their hands. The Palestinians called it a goodwill gesture, but it was a controversial decision, and it triggered protests in Jerusalem and Ramallah. The prisoners' crimes include killings in the 1980s and 90s involving soldiers, women, and children. In a written statement, Prime Minister Netanyahu said, quote, "This moment is not easy for me. It is not easy for the ministers. It is not easy, especially for the families, the bereaved families, whose heart I understand." He went on to say, "But there are moments in which tough decisions must be made for the good of the country, and this is one of those moments." The prisoners to be released in 4 groups, depending upon progress in the talks over the next 9 months. Patty Ann?
Wendell, what is the specific goal of these talks?
Well, the goal is to build a framework for the resolution of the so-called final status negotiations on borders, the future of Jerusalem, Israeli security, and the rights of Palestinian refugees. Now, Justice Minister Tzipi Livni will be leading the Israeli delegation here. Longtime Palestinian negotiator Saeed Erekat will lead that side, and Martin Indyk, a former U.S. ambassador to Israel, will reportedly head the U.S. delegation. The Israelis have not agreed to suspend settlement construction during the talks. In fact, they reportedly expect to build 1,000 new units over the next 9 months. The Palestinians have been pressing for a freeze, and the Israelis won't say if they will accept a key Palestinian demand, which is that they start from the pre-1967 borders with the understanding of land swaps for the larger Israeli settlements. Patty Ann?
Wendell Goler live at the State Department. Thank you.